Every year, 1.3 million students drop out of high school in the U.S. That's 7,000 teens a day, and one student every 8 seconds. In Chicago, the dropout rate is nearly 50%. This is a devastating fact, which is why some schools work especially hard to prevent this trend.
By hiring great teachers, I think that's the number one thing. You have people who care for kids, who build great relationships, who work hard for the kids. Number two for us is have really high expectations of kids. Most people would say that doesn't make sense. If you hold kids really high expectations, they're going on a leave. I think it's the opposite.
Gary Comer College Prep on Chicago's South Side has two main goals for each student. Being college-bound is a must, and discipline is a top priority.
We focus on college, right? Like every kid in our school has a purpose. They're not just here to get a report card. They're not just here because they're supposed to be here. They're here because they're going somewhere. Once people realized we weren't changing, and as the results started coming in, because we had structured discipline, we became an environment where all kids could be successful.
But this strategy was too intense for some students. They didn't like the 8 to 4 o'clock school day, paying for detention, tucking in their shirts, or the double periods of reading and math. So they left.
Because it was strict and the work was like really, really hard. So I just felt like if I go to another school, it's gonna be way easier.
Gary Comer has a lot of rules, and I just couldn't comply to them every day.
They transferred to a school with much less structure, but ironically, a lack of rules led the same students to return to Gary Comer.
When I got my grades back from my other school, they was horrible. At least here, when I knew that I was working, I was making a stride and I was growing.
I hate losing kids. It's probably the thing I lose more sleep over at night is the kids who we haven't been able to serve because something we did wasn't good enough for them. And when they return, I think it's validation and it's kind of affirmation to us as teachers and me as a principal and the kids who are here that what we're doing here is something special.
They quickly realized the purpose behind every strict policy and how it helps students maintain their focus.
If I'm focused on how I look, how could I be focused on doing my work? Since like we wear uniform, we don't worry about our appearances and we learn more, we have more time in the classroom and there are less disruptions going on.
The students we met already knew the importance of an education, but after leaving Gary Comer, they now understand the sacrifices needed to receive a quality education.
I don't regret returning because I know that here at Gary Comer, I will have a brighter future.
Gary Comer may not have the universal solution to dropout prevention, but they are tackling the issue within their own walls through scholarship, discipline, and honor.